studios of WWPT 90.3 FM in collaboration with Chris O'Shea Productions. I'm Zach Brody, joined aside Ty Levine, and we're calling the Staples Central baseball game today.
Gonna be a interesting game today. Bridgeport Central, they're I believe 0-4 on the season so far. A lot of big losses, but I think we're gonna see some new lineups and some new players in today from Staples. Definitely try to get some younger guys in and experiment, see if they have any hidden gems on the roster that they haven't really been giving any time, because today's gonna be a great day to try out some new combinations.
Yeah, we got a little bit of clouds here, light rain right now, but hopefully things will slow down as we look to get underway with the game in 15, 20 minutes. So we'll get back to you in a few, so stay tuned. WWPT. Welcome into WWPT 90.3 FM. I'm Zach Brody, joined by Ty Levine, and we are right about to get underway for the Staples Central game. For Staples today, pitching is Alex Box. And there goes the first pitch of the game, a strike. Box is 0-1, score 0-0 at the top of the first. Box lines up. Strike two.
Bukes is looking good right now. Coming out of the gate, number 35, Adam Bukes or Alex Bukes.
Bukes, the pitch. Right down the first base sideline. So still an 0-2 count. The top of the first inning for Bukes. Again, Staples playing Bridgeport Central today. Bukes deals. That one's low. Got a 1-2 count for Bukes. Still ahead of the batter. So Bukes making it work. The 1-2 count. Bukes deals. That's way high. Sails over the head of the catcher. Brings it to a 2-2 count.
Good eye from Cruz right there. Flew right over his head. A little bit of a half swing, but very disciplined not to swing right there.
So Bukes, the pitch. And strike three. As the crowd gets excited, the first strikeout of the day for Bukes.
Zach Brody, what do you want to see today from this Bridgeport Central lineup? See if they could surprise some people.
Yeah, I mean Bridgeport Central's had a rough year so far, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see if they can make some things happen, surprise people.
I think they got to come out swinging. Right now, they have been waiting on some questionable pitches, but if it goes in the middle, they got to swing. Their best chance at winning this game is hitting a bomb and just Staples making some mistakes.
So Bukes, the pitch, almost hits the batter. So that's ball two. So a 2-0 count for Bukes, 1 out, top of the first.
I just wanted to say real quickly, shout out Jordan Schiffman. He comes to support every Staples team, and we appreciate that here at WWPT.
Yes, sir, Chef. So the pitch, a ball from Bukes, bring it to a 2-1 count. So 1 out, top of the first. Bukes deals. Swing and a miss. So a 2-2 count.
What a
Excuse
release. What a release from Adam Bukes. It's
Yeah,
just a
2-2
beautiful, beautiful motion from Adam Bukes.
So the 2-2 count, 1 out. Bukes deals. Contact made, but that's wide left, the third baseline. So still a 2-2 count for Bukes. As Bonilla, the pitcher for Central. Bukes deals. Contact again, high-flying ball, and that's foul.
Watch your car.
Heard a few cars. Windshield's been shattered. Hoping that doesn't happen today for anyone. So a 2-2 count. Bukes deals again. Contact again by Bonilla, the Central batter.
Respect to Bonilla for making some contact here. Bukes is a tough guy to hit off of, and he's made contact 3 times in this at-bat. I think maybe he could rip one off, surprise some Staples players right now.
So still a 2-2 count for Bukes. 1 out, top of the first, as Bukes deals. That's high. Right over the head of the batter. Bring it to a full count with the 1 out in the first. Bukes steps up to the mound. Gets ready to deal. Swing and a miss for out 2 of the game.
I know I said that Central needs to come out swinging, but it was a 3-1 count. 2 swings, 2 misses. I don't know about that decision by Bonilla. I think on a 3-1 count, you got to wait, and you got to try to get on base, maybe get some momentum for your team.
So 2 outs, top of the first. Bukes, the pitch, way outside. So the first ball of this at-bat, with 2 outs here, top of the first inning, is Bukes. Steps up to the mound once again. Bukes deals. Strike one. So a 1-1 count for Bukes. If he can close out this batter, that'll close out the inning for Staples. As Bukes deals. It's low. Almost in the dirt. So a 2-1 count for Bukes.
You gotta love the quick release from Bukes, not really giving Central any time to think in between pitches.
Bukes deals. Swing and a miss. So a 3-1 count for Bukes.
Central's making contact right now. Their swings are just a little bit late, but they are on the right track, and I was expecting just dominance from Staples, but Central does have some signs of being able to compete.
So Adam Bukes, the 3-1 count. 2 outs here at top of the first. Bukes deals. That's high. So a 3-1 count for Adam Bukes. Looking for that last out, the half inning, as Bukes deals. That's low again. So the first walk of the day for Adam Bukes after 2 straight strikeouts. So top of the first, man on first base, 2 outs, as Bukes looks to deal to yet another pitcher, the 4th pitcher for Central. Bukes appears at first, deals, strike one.
Beautiful pitch right there from Bukes, right down the middle. No time for Central to think right there.
So an 0-1 count as Central takes the lead on first. Bukes looks to deal. Swing and a miss. So 2 strikes for Central. Excuse me, for Bukes. So no 2 count for Adam Bukes. 2 outs, top of the first, with a man on first. Bukes deals. Swing and a miss. And that is 3 outs for Staples.
I mean, already though, no perfect game for Adam Bukes. Man on base.
I mean, no perfect game, but if I'm Staples, I'm very happy with that inning. I mean, gets a quick 3 outs, nothing really brewing. Had a man on first, but
I mean, hopefully we see some bombs from Staples. I'm excited to see maybe Max Shawson, Jeremy Klein, some younger guys. I believe Ethan Kukier is starting today. That would be amazing to see Ethan hit a bomb. I'm just looking to see some younger guys do some damage today.
Yeah, and I think Staples will, maybe not as early, but at some point Staples will definitely get in some of their younger guys, depending on the trend of the game. As Bridgeport Central comes out to the field, starts warming up.
Zach, you gotta love baseball, just the vibes. Staples playing some music in between innings. It's just good vibes here at the Staples Field.
Yeah, even in the rain, Staples has a good time. So, the pitcher today for Bridgeport Central will be Mejias.
Yup, Mejias warming up, number 7 on the mound right now. Looks like he might not throw the fastest, but the balls that he's throwing right now going right down the middle every single time, so that's a good sign.
So leading off for Staples will be J.W. Fitzgerald, followed by Alex Oppenheimer. Batting third is Harold. Then fourth, we have the designated hitter Frost, who is a designated hitter for the pitcher Adam Bukes, excuse me. Batting fifth is Sean Clark. Next is Ethan Kukier. Batting seventh, Gervasio. Eighth, Cortez. And batting ninth is Ziegler.
I mean, out of that lineup, one person that sticks out to me is Cutter Frost. Designated hitter, fourth up, cleanup hitter today. He's a great kid off the field, and even though he may be scared of me because I'm an absolute unit and Cutter Frost is a little bit fearful of Ty Levine since I'm 6'5", 245 pounds, he's definitely a very skilled baseball player and a very special kid, so I'm excited to see what he can do today.
And just like that, we look to start the bottom of the first inning. First pitch for Mejias, a strike. 0-1 count. against JW. Mejia steals. Ooh, the bunt attempt from JW, but goes wide. Foul ball.
JW trying to get a little bit creative in the bottom of the first with a bunt attempt. I mean, I like it. Some creativity. We know he's a speedster. He'll get to first base fast. Very interesting idea from JW right there.
So an 0-2 count early for JW as Mejia steals. That's high. Bringing us to a 1-2 count for Mejias. So bottom of the first inning, score is 0-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Mejias as Mejia steals. That's high again. So a 2-2 count.
Mejias is doing everything that he can right now to get JW to swing, and I think even though he has thrown some balls, he's doing the right thing. If he can get JW to swing on a questionable pitch, be a strikeout.
So Mejia steals and the 3rd strike for JW.
Look at that.
One batter, 1 strikeout for Mejias.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that. JW's a pretty solid hitter. I wouldn't want to see him up at bat if I was the pitcher of the team. In Bridgeport Central, an 0-4 team with a strikeout early, it's a pretty good start for them.
So Mejias deals again. Strike 1. Fastball down the middle. As Mejias steps back up to the mound, looks to deal. Looks to be outside for a ball. So a 1-1 count for Mejias. As Mejias pitching to Alex Oppenheimer, one of Staples' best batters. Mejias deals down the third base line, past the third baseman, and Oppenheimer takes first, looks to go to second, and gets to second easily.
A beautiful hit up the left sideline. I'm a basketball player. I don't know what they call it in baseball, but I'm just going to call it the sideline. A beautiful hit up the sideline, rolled out to the back left of the outfield.
And I believe it got stuck. The left fielder for Central wasn't able to get it for a little bit. Allowed Alex Oppenheimer to take 2.
Big lead from Alex Oppenheimer, too.
So Oppenheimer looking a little bit cocky as Mejia deals. That one flying left center over the left fielder's head. So Oppenheimer to third. Oppenheimer will stay there and a double.
A very, very powerful hit right there from none other than my boy, Brennan Harold.
So Brennan Harold hits the fence, I believe, on 1 bounce there. So a double for Harold. Oppenheimer able to take third base.
And I mean, Brennan Harold being the great community member that he is, digging up the base at second that popped out and putting it back in its place. Just a wonderful kid right there.
So Staples 0-0, but runners on second and third. 1 out, bottom of the first inning. As Mejia deals. That's a ball. So ball 1 for Mejia, 1-0 count.
Cutter Frost, like I like to say, eye of an eagle.
So Mejia looks to deal again. That's low. So a 2-0 count for Mejia with 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Score 0-0. Staples runners on second and third. So Mejia looks to deal with the 2-0 count. That looks to be outside for ball 3.
Yeah, something that I'll tell you about Cutter Frost, he's a very patient person. I go on vacation to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware with him every year, and he's very patient when we're going to get donuts in the line. He's always waiting his turn and never any complaints from Cutter Frost.
So Frost hits a little blipper to pitcher, out at first, but advances a runner to third and to home. So the first run of the day scored for Staples.
I mean,
An RBI for Frost.
A little bit of a weak hit there from the designated hitter Cutter Frost. We're boys, so we play around like that. But that hit had to go 5 feet at the maximum.
Hey, I mean, it got the job done, though. Brought the runner
True.
to third, the runner home. Now it scores 1-0 Staples. So bottom of the first, 1-0 Staples with 2 outs. As Mejia looks to deal to a new batter. That is Sean Clark. Sean Clark hits the batter, hits the pitcher. Sean Clark goes to first, and the man at third goes home. So a second run scored for Staples early in the bottom of the first.
Sean Clark running through first base like he's heading to Fairfield, Connecticut.
So Clark with the hit right down the middle, hits the pitcher. And just like that, Staples is up 2-0. So bottom of the first here, 2-0 Staples with 2 outs. As Mejia now looks to deal to the sophomore Ethan Kukier. Mejia with the pitch. And it looks like Clark is going to steal. So Clark successfully steals second base. Really not even close from Central. So now 1 ball, a man on second for Staples. So Mejia looks to deal the 1-0 count. Mejia, the pitch, Kukier, high flying ball right to the shortstop. And the catch is made.
Not bad. Not bad from Bridgeport Central. Like I expected a little bit less because they have lost by more than 20 every single one of their games so far this season. But that wasn't horrible. The pitcher Mejia played pretty well, and there weren't really any errors in the field. It was a pretty clean inning from Bridgeport Central.
Yeah, I'd say a relatively successful inning for Mejia, all things considered. Staples is, a really tough team to play. So 2-0 is your score after 1. Staples with the lead as Staples looks to take the field for the top of the second.
Yeah, something that you can't help but ignore too is the differences in the depths of the rosters. Staples has a roster of about 30 kids, and Bridgeport Central has 13 kids. The coach told us before the game that some kids who are playing today have never played baseball before, or at least before the season, they were scraping up kids. So you got to have the utmost respect for Central coming out every game to kids who have been playing baseball for their whole lives and putting up a fight every single game.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be easy, and it's definitely something that you do. You said it perfectly. You have to respect that. So Staples looks to keep warming up, almost ready to get underway. At the top of the second is Baux, still the pitcher for Staples.
Yeah, Bukes with a pretty strong first inning. He did walk 1 player, but aside from that, it was a pretty perfect inning.
So Bukes gets ready to deal. Bukes the pitch. Strike 1. Right down the middle. Fastball from Bukes. That was fast.
Yeah, definitely. I mean...
Oh, excuse me, a ball. Wow. Looks like got that wrong. So 1-0 count for Bukes. Bukes the pitch. Swing and a miss.
What do you think Bukes is throwing right now? I don't have a radar gun, but I'd say that he's around 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, probably somewhere, 75, 80. So a 1-1 count for Bukes as Bukes looks to deal. That one's low. Second ball for Bukes. So a 2-1 count for Adam Bukes. At the top of the second, score is 2-0 Staples, no outs. Bukes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it looks like batter will change bats. No, it looks like batter struck out there.
Lefty represent. Mejia up to bat right now.
So Bukes deals. That one looks to be just outside. So the first ball. So the top of the second inning, 1 out. 1-0 count. Bukes deals. There's a strike.
I love myself a lefty batter. As I said, number 7 Mejia up to bat right now. In my rec days, my dad told me the other day I was a second-round pick, no big deal. But I used to bat lefty, so a lot of respect to number 7.
So Bukes deals there, high, almost above the catcher's head. So a 2-1 count for Bukes with 1 out, top of the second. Staples leads 2-0. Bukes deals, that one's low. So a 3-1 count for Adam Bukes. number 35 for Staples. So 1 out. Bukes with 3-1 count, deals, and that looks to be low. So the second walked batter of the game for Adam Bukes. That's number 7, Mejia, who's the pitcher for Central. So Bukes will look to reset with Central, man on first, 1 out, top of the second. Bukes deals, that one's in the dirt, really low. So a 1-0 count for Adam Bukes.
Gotta love Sean Clark on first base, having a little conversation with number 7. The height difference is massive. A senior with, I assume that number 7's an underclassman, as the coach told us before the game, a lot of underclassmen on this Bridgeport Central team.
So the pitch there from Bukes was a strike. This brings us to a 1-1 count. Bukes deals. Swing and a miss. Bring it to a 1-2 count for Adam Bukes.
A little bit of an A-Rod swing right there, letting go with one hand at the end of the swing. A little bit of swagger on that miss.
So Bukes, the 1-2 count. Bukes deals, again, low in the dirt. So a 2-2 count for Adam Bukes with 1 out. At the top of the second inning, 2-0 Staples. A man on first for Central. So Bukes deals. Swing and a miss again. And another strikeout for Adam Bukes.
I mean, Bridgeport, though, there is a runner on first. Bukes isn't throwing all strikes right now. I mean, it's not entirely ridiculous for a comeback right here.
So Bukes, the pitch, looks to be outside there. So a 1-0 count for Staples and Adam Bukes. Bukes, the 1-0 count, looks to deal. And again, outside and low. No. Wow, the ump called that a strike. Seemed a little questionable to me, but a strike there. So a 1-1 count for Bukes. So he's back on the mound, looks to deal. Makes contact there, the batter from Central, but fouls it off. So a 1-2 count for Staples. 2 outs, top of the second inning, 2-0 Staples. Man on first for Central. Bukes deals. That one is low. So Bukes, a lot of them low here. Some in the dirt. He's lucky that number 7 on Central at first base hasn't looked to steal yet. So the 2-2 count for Bukes as he pitches. Swing and a miss from Central. And just like that, the end of the top of the second inning, as Central looks to take the field.
Coming in right now, we got Jordan Schiffman in between innings. We're going to do a little bit of an interview right here. Jordan Schiffman, one of the best super fans we have at Staples High School. And I have a question for you, Jordan Schiffman. Who's your favorite player on the Staples baseball team and why?
I would say it's Carter Kelsey because he's a good pitcher and he's a good person.
You gotta love Carter Kelsey. Great player on and off the field. What are your thoughts on Justin Rothenberg as catcher?
I think it's a good decision. He's a great guy. He's pretty talented, and that's what I like about Justin Rothenberger.
Yup, Justin Rothenberg, a great guy. You know, I know you're pretty tight with his little brother, Gavin Rothenberg, a 94 overall in Staples 2K after he hit that buzzer beater. Just a great family overall. What are your thoughts on the Rothenberg family?
I mean, they're a good family. I love Justin. I love Gavin. I love their parents. They're nice people. One of the best families in Westport history.
Schiff, bro, thank you so much for coming on and letting me interview you. You're the best. I love you, bro. You're the best Staples super fan out here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I love this school.
Thanks, Schiff.
So a great interview there. We thank Jordan Schiffman, or King Schiffman, as he's commonly known around Staples. And we look to get the bottom of the second inning underway soon. So Mejia looks like he will remain the pitcher for Staples. As a score, 2-0 Staples, bottom of the second inning. Mejia on the mound. Mejia looks to deal. Looks to be a changeup. And a strike there for Mejia.
I mean, that was a pretty beautiful pitch. I mean, it was right down the middle. It kind of just floated in there. It was a great looking pitch to me.
So Gervasio there. Second pitch makes contact, but long. It's foul.
You gotta love the JV and freshman kids in this baseball program. They come to support for the varsity games, and they go get all the foul balls. You gotta love that team energy.
So Mejia with the pitch there, it's high. So a 1-2 count for Mejia. Pitching to Gervasio for Staples. So no outs, bottom of the second, a 1-2 count. As Mejia looks to deal. And I believe that hit Gervasio. It did. So Gervasio will take a base.
Matt taking that one like a champ, just brushing it off. I know that hurts, but Matt Gervasio, what a tough guy.
So now a runner on first for Staples. As Mejia looks to deal now to Cordes. Gervasio steals. Central tries to get there, but not in time. So Matt Gervasio easily saved at second.
Matt Gervasio, I like to say this, 99 speed for Matt Gervasio. Sometimes they put him in just to steal a base. He's a speedster.
And Mejia with the pitch looks to be outside there. So ball 2 for Mejia, a 2-0 count.
Gervasio was definitely thinking about that one. He was a little bit reluctant, and he went back, but he was definitely looking to steal that base.
So the 2-0 count for Mejia with a 2-0 score at the bottom of the second. Gervasio on second base. Mejia, the pitch, that's a strike. So the first strike of this batter for Mejia, bring it to a 2-1 count. No outs, the bottom of the second inning. Gervasio with a big lead. Mejia, the pitch, that's high. So a 3-1 count there for Mejia. And Gervasio on second taking a really big lead. Clearly, again, another Staples leader who's very confident there. So Mejia, the pitch. And contact there. Number 42 for Staples. But that's foul. So now a full count for Mejia.
Big moment right here. Full count.
Man on second for Staples. No outs. Bottom of the second inning. Gervasio steals. Ooh. And close at third. But the third baseman drops the ball. And just like that, Staples a man on first and third.
Questionable decision by Gervasio right there not to slide. I feel like if the third baseman for Central was able to hold on to that one, he could have been called out. So very interesting decision right there.
So Mejia, the pitch, and a steal there for Staples. Successful, not even a throw from Central. So Cordes gets to second. Matt Gervasio on third. So the count 0-1 for Mejia. Mejia, the pitch, looks to be just high. Bring it to a 1-1 count. So the score is 2-0, the bottom of the second. Runners on second and third for Staples. A 1-1 count for Mejia. As Ziegler is up to bat for Staples. So Mejia, the pitch. Swing and a miss for Ziegler.
Grant Ziegler right behind us. Owen Ziegler up to bat. The family ties. We might need to get some words from Grant Ziegler in a couple minutes.
So Mejia, the 1-2 count. Mejia deals. That's high. Bringing us to a 2-2 count.
Grant Ziegler must be nervous right now. His brother's up to bat. Showing support for his brother. I mean, it's not easy in moments like these to watch your siblings play.
So Mejia, high again. Bringing us to a full count for Mejia, who's battling Owen Ziegler.
Real quick, can we get Grant Ziegler's thoughts? It's a full count right now. Owen Ziegler up to bat.
He's going to hit a home run.
Okay.
So confidence from the brother there.
You heard it here
As
first.
Mejia
Home
looks
run.
to deal with the full count. Ziegler right down the third base line. Ziegler heads to second. One batter for Staples, 2 batters score, and a double there for Owen Ziegler.
Some words of support from his little brother, Grant Ziegler. A great family, a family of baseball players. You'll love to see that double from Owen Ziegler.
And a rocket down the third base line there for Owen. So Owen Ziegler down that third base line, gets by the third baseman again. Happened earlier in the game, and scores 2 more runs for Staples. So the score now 4-0, bottom of the second. And just like that, contact again for J.W. Fitzgerald as he hits it to right field.
J.W. the speedster.
So J.W. a single there, bringing Owen Ziegler to third. So man on first and third for Staples. 4-0, bottom of the second inning. No outs here. So Mejia looks to deal to Oppenheimer as J.W. steals, and no throw attempt there.
The second baseman sure was tough. They don't even think to go to second base. When J.W. starts stealing, you know that base will be successfully stolen.
So now a man on second and third. 1-0 count. Mejia, the pitch. A strike there for Mejia. So an 0-2 count for Mejia. Pitching to Alex Oppenheimer. Mejia, the pitch. Contact there from Oppenheimer down the third baseline, but that's wide. It's foul.
About to hit the scoreboard. That would mess up this broadcast if that connected.
So an 0-2 count for Mejia. Here going up against Alex Oppenheimer. Man on second and third for Staples. The score 4-0 at the bottom of the second. Mejia deals. And that one, first ball of this batter. So a 1-2 count for Mejia. Runners on second and third for Staples. Mejia looks to deal. A foul tip there by Oppenheimer. Keeping the bat alive. Still a 1-2 count for Alex Oppenheimer. Mejia looks to deal. That one's high. A 2-2 count for Oppenheimer. Again, runners on second and third for Staples with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the second. So Mejia looks to deal. Contact made there, but that one looks to go high and foul onto the track. Hopefully no lacrosse players were hit there.
Might hit my friend Jack Ginsberg. You always know he's putting in that work, running around the track 24/7.
So nice contact there from Oppenheimer to keep the play alive. And Mejia looks to deal with a 2-2 count. Runners on second and third, bottom of the second. Mejia deals. Contact again. And it looks like a pop-up to the first baseman. A little bit of miscommunication there for Bridgeport Central. As first baseman and the pitcher collide, but nonetheless they get the out.
Got the job done.
So the first out, the inning, for Central.
I mean, what I see right now is number 32, Brendan Harrell, the monster, up to bat right now. I don't think it's a good sign for Bridgeport Central. They should be nervous.
So Mejia, the pitch. That one's outside. 1-0 count. So 4-0 Staples. Runners on second and third. The bottom of the second inning. And a 1-0 count for Mejia. So Mejia deals. Contact there. High flying ball to center. Center fielder just mits it. And Staples looks 1 runner home, 2 runners home. And 2 more runs scored for Staples on that at bat. So a bomb to center field by Harold.
I mean, when you're watching the game and Brendan Harold's up to the bat, you need to watch out wherever you are. He can hit that ball to China if he really wanted to.
So a bomb there from Harold and an error from the center fielder at Central. Brings 2 runners home and gets a single. So a good hit there by Harold. Up next for Staples, batting, is Sean Clark. And Harold looks to steal second, easily safe.
Zach, I'm going to tell you right now, the next 3, including Brendan Harold, that has to be my favorite cycle of batters on this Staples team. I love Brendan Harold. I love Sean Clark, a great influence on our basketball team. Ethan Kukier, gotta love the sophomore. And then Cutter Frost, my boy.
So the pitch from Harold with an 0-1 count. A strike again for Mejia. So Mejia, the 0-2 count. With 1 out, bottom of the second. 4 runs scored this inning for Staples. The total 6-0 for Staples. Mejia, as Staples looks to steal. Harold slides to third, and he's safe as the third baseman drops the ball.
Very close call, though. If that ball was held on to, that probably would have been an out for Bridgeport Central.
So drops it there. So now a man on third base for Staples. So 1 out, the bottom of the second. 1-2 count for Mejia, and a man on third. Mejia deals. That's high. So a 1-2 count for Mejia as Mejia deals. High flying ball to center field there. And it looks like it will be caught, but tagged up is the third baseman as he looks to go home. And he's safe.
Brendan Harold doing his thing, getting home on that. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was a sacrifice fly.
So a nice sac fly there from Sean Clark. As that brings the total to 5 runs this inning for Staples and 7 runs total. So 2 outs here at the bottom of the second inning. Score 7-0 Staples. Mejia looks to deal. Contact made there. Goes down the third base line. Mejia misses. And safe is Ethan Kukier.
As said best by Jordan Schiffman, safe.
So Kukier hits it right to the left of the pitcher. Mejia not able to make the play, and Kukier gets to first on time.
That's actually Sean Clark on first base right now.
Excuse me, Sean Clark. Ooh, so Mejia looks to throw out Clark. Clark gets back in time. A little bit of a big lead for Clark there. Had the first baseman been able to hold on to it, Sean Clark would have been out.
True. Yeah, they did catch him off guard a little bit.
So Staples been cocky all game long with taking leads, and Mejia kind of teaches him one there as Mejia looks to deal to Ethan Kukier. That's a strike. So the bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. The score is 7-0 Staples with a man on first and an 0-1 count for Mejia. Mejia looks to deal. And a ball. Looked to be down the middle to me, maybe a little bit outside. So a 1-1 count there for Mejia. Mejia deals. Low. That one's in the dirt. Bringing us to a 2-1 count for Mejia. Now Mejia going up against sophomore hitter Ethan Kukier. Mejia looks to deal. And another ball there. Not sure about the call on that one. So a 3-1 count for Mejia. Mejia deals. Swing and a miss there from Kukier. Big lead from Sean Clark there. So a full count now for Mejia.
Mejia can end it right here. And that would be, 7-0. It is a little bit of a blowout so far, but that would be great.
So Mejia looks to deal. The pitch is foul, but a base stolen by Sean Clark. And Sean Clark has to go back. So the full count here for Mejia. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs at this bottom of the second inning. Score 7-0 Staples with Sean Clark for Staples on first base. So Mejia deals. Ethan, another one. Foul. Down the third baseline. So Kukier stays fighting with the 3-2 count. With 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. Again, Sean Clark on first for Staples. It's Mejia, looks to deal. Clark stealing again, and another foul ball by Kukier.
Someone's car.
Uh-oh. Oh, and just misses almost a moving car there, so no windshield shattered today. At least not yet.
Looks like everyone's pretty much being smart about it today, though. Not really many cars in this parking lot.
Yeah, a lot less than there were. So still a full count for Mejia. Clark deals, and that's past the shortstop. As Clark goes to third, Ethan to first. Ethan going to second. As Kukier's safe at second base, and Clark at third.
Looks like they almost didn't realize that he was on his way to second base there, because I think they could have gotten him out if they were aware of what was happening.
So a nice bat there from Kukier. Splits the shortstop and the third baseman. And with 2 outs, Staples has runners on second and third, trying to keep it alive. So a 7-0 lead for Staples with 2 outs. As Mejia deals, contact there from Couturas, but foul tips it.
I think that's actually Matthew Gervasio up to bat right now. A little bit an early swing, but you know Mejia throws a little bit slower than maybe your average high school pitcher. I don't know if the Staples team is used to it, but if Matt Gervasio makes contact, he can hit a bomb.
So Mejia deals there. Low and to the left. Outside. So a 1-1 count for Mejia. Again, 2 outs in this bottom of the second inning. 5 runs scored for Staples, but Mejia just not able to close it out yet. So Mejia deals. Oh, and hits.
That's the second one he's taking.
Hits Matt Gervasio there.
Time. Matt Gervasio is definitely needs to take an Epsom salt bath tonight.
Is that the second hit?
Yes.
He hit Matt Gervasio twice. Wow.
Bases loaded though.
So not a great day for Matt Gervasio, but bases loaded, as you said, for Staples. So 2 outs here at the bottom of the second inning. The score 7-0 Staples. As Curtis up to bat with the bases loaded. Mejia, the pitch. Curtis, a swing and a miss. Looked to be swinging for the fences on that one. So an 0-1 count for Mejia with 2 outs here. This bottom of the second inning. Mejia deals. Again, a swing and a miss.
Mejia, I mean, despite this score, everything ignored, I feel like he isn't even doing that poorly right now.
So an 0-2 count for Mejia. Mejia deals, and that's a little bit outside for the first ball, this batter. So now a 1-2 count for Mejia. 7-0 bottom of the second inning with 2 outs. Mejia looks to deal. Again, a swing and a miss for Staples. And just like that, we close out the bottom of the second inning. Score 7-0 Staples.
Zach, I don't know about you, but I feel like part of my heart is connected to the sport of baseball. And although I am a prodigy at radio and I'm kind of a big deal around here, I do think that part of my heart wants to be on the field right now helping out that Staples team. I feel like since I was a second-round pick in rec all those years, I could definitely contribute today.
You know, Ty, I think the Staples team will do quite all right without you.
Oh,
but we can let them know you want to go to tryouts next year.
I mean, I'm playing rugby this spring, but if I get my guaranteed starting varsity spot, guaranteed D1 offers, then maybe I have to give baseball a shot.
I guess we'll see what Coach McFarland thinks about that one. I think I will stay a bit distanced from that conversation, but you, my friend, are welcome to have it.
I just think that I belong out there. Part of me, I can't help but ignore that gut feeling that I should be the next J.W. Fitzgerald of this Staples program.
So it looks like a batting switch for Staples. New batter, junior Justin Holmes, looks to be taking the mound after Staples has a commanding 7-0 lead after 2.
I mean, right now I'm just watching the warm-ups in between innings. Can't help but notice Matthew Gervasio has some real swagger.
Yeah, Matt Gervasio is a pretty swaggy guy, I guess you could say.
Throws a little bit sidearm. I mean, just got the sunglasses on. Little bit of a snap with the glove. Just pretty, a lot of swagger just from the Staples team overall right now. A lot of class, a lot of swagger.
And Staples looks to be almost done warming up as number 15 from Bridgeport comes to the plate. So that is Melendez for Bridgeport Central, plays right field. And Melendez will look to bat against the new pitcher for Staples, Justin Holmes.
I'm looking forward to see what Justin Holmes has to offer. I've called one baseball game, and he didn't get any action, so I'm excited to see what he has to offer.
So Holmes, the first pitch at the top of the 3rd inning, that's a swing and a miss.
A lefty. Holmes is a lefty. That's pretty cool, and that's a very nice, smooth release, and that was a pretty fast ball too.
So Holmes, the second pitch of the inning, again, swing and a miss for Central.
Holmes is kind of tough.
So Holmes out to a quick 2-0 lead. Excuse me, 0-2 lead for Holmes. Holmes the pitch. Looks to be a ball. So correction, a 1-1 count for Justin Holmes at this top of the 3rd inning. 7-0 Staples. Holmes looks to deal, that's outside.
I mean, from here they all look like strikes, but I feel like these pitches they're pretty beautiful from Justin Holmes so far. I wasn't really expecting that, but a lot of class, a lot of accuracy, a lot of speed. Beautiful pitches so far.
So a 2-1 count for Holmes. The pitch and strike there from Holmes. So that was the 3rd strike for Justin Holmes. So a quick first out for Justin Holmes and Staples at the top of the 3rd inning as Staples leads 7-0. So the first pitch, a ball, bringing us to a 1-0 count. The pitch, swing and a miss there. So a 1-1 count for Justin Holmes. So 1 out here, top of the 3rd inning, 1-1 count. Holmes the pitch, contact made, stays in play to the 3rd baseman, but that's easily out at first. So a nice play there from the 3rd baseman, a solid throw to Sean Clark at first, and there's the 2nd out.
That might have been the first time that Central made it into the field, I think.
I believe it was. So the first fair contact of the game for Central. And just like that, 2 outs for Staples. So Holmes steps up to the mound, looks to deal that one a curveball, but goes low. Questionable ball there from the ump. But still a ball. So a 1-0 count for Staples. 2 outs here at the top of the 3rd inning. Justin Holmes, the pitch. And a swing and a miss there from Bridgeport Central, number 8. That would be Bonilla. So now a 1-1 count for Justin Holmes as Holmes looks to deal. That one again outside. So a 2-1 count for Justin Holmes with 2 outs here at this top of the 3rd inning. A commanding 7-0 lead for Staples as Holmes looks to pitch. Wild pitch there. Almost over the catcher's head. So a ball bringing us to a 3-1 count. Holmes, the pitch. Swing and a miss from Central as he steps out of the batter's box. So a full count here for Bonilla as Justin Holmes, the pitch. When contact made there, staying alive is Bonilla.
Oh. That almost smashed the window off the school.
So a freshman looks to get that ball.
Is that Mac Norley over there?
And Justin Holmes with the pitch again. Contact made to the second baseman, but easily gotten to Sean Clark at first. And Bonilla with contact there. Nice contact. So 2 in a row for Bridgeport Central, but there's the 3rd out.
Some of that Matthew Gervasio swagger.
So a 7-0 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd for Staples.
Zach, know what I wish we got to see with the Staples team? I wish we got to see Big Gervasio, Lil Gervasio combo. We got a senior and a sophomore, David and Matthew Gervasio, and I'd love to see them out there, just a dynamic duo on the field.
Yeah, Matt Gervasio is senior, I believe, and Dave Gervasio is sophomore. So I believe Dave Gervasio is on the varsity team for Staples.
Maybe we'll see that later in the game. Maybe we'll see the duo.
The Gervasio duo.
Exactly. I'd love to see it. I think.
Be fun to watch.
Well, who knows? Maybe you put them out there together, and they get plus 10 overall because of the dynamic duo.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. But not sure if he's going to be the guy getting time today. There are a lot of, as Staples, we said earlier, has a very deep roster. So there are a lot of guys that Staples can look to get playing time to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, Dave only a sophomore.
I'm trying to think of brother combinations. I know that Justin Rothenberg's little brother, Gavin Rothenberg, used to be ferocious on the mound in rec baseball, but he ended up calling it quits to pursue the wonderful sport of lacrosse. But that would have been a duo that I'd like to see on the varsity level.
As we said earlier, we got the Ziegler twins. We got Grant and Owen Ziegler. Then Justin Lessing, the catcher for Staples, has the younger brother, Jason Lessing. Who else we got? We got, obviously, the Gervasios, as you said, the Rothenbergs. I believe that's it.
Let's see.
As Central warms up here, looking to get the bottom of the 3rd started.
I'm looking at the roster right now. I'm pretty sure Brendan Harold might have a little brother. I don't know for sure, but I feel like I've seen a mini Brendan Harold walking around. Wonder if he's a baseball player.
Maybe he'll continue the family legacy. So it looks like Central is just about done warming up in the field. And we'll look to get the bottom of the 3rd underway. A commanding 7-0 lead for Staples. So Mejia steps up to the mound. The first pitch, the bottom of the 3rd inning, a strike. So another changeup from Mejia there. 0-1 count to start off this bottom of the 3rd. No outs. Mejia, the 0-1 count. Mejia deals. The curveball looks to go low there. Bringing it to a 1-1 count for Mejia. So Mejia deals.
Oh,
Oh, a high flying ball there for Staples, but it looks just foul. Ooh, just to the left of the pole there. So a absolute bomb for Staples there. But that one's foul. That's Owen Ziegler with that foul bomb. So a 1-2 count for Ziegler.
Zach, I don't know if you know this about me, but one time I was at the field with a couple friends in about middle school maybe, and I hit it over the fence at oh
Oh, and contact again from Ziegler there. Sorry to interrupt your story, Ty, and Ziegler gets one easily.
no
Ziegler rounds first, but stays one. So nice contact.
I'm just saying, like, if I were up to bat there, it'd probably be going over the fence, just because that one time that I went to the fields kind of near Coleytown. I don't know how to describe where they are, but they're kind of like the most iconic baseball fields in town. They're near downtown. And one time I hit it over the fence there. I was messing around with some friends, so I feel like this Staples team could really use me because I'd be hitting some bombs today. I feel like if I were in the game right now, I would have at least 2 home runs.
So Mejia, the second pitch. A 1-0 count for Mejia. Mejia, pitch again. Contact there, but that's foul. Backwards over the fence for Staples' J.W. Fitzgerald, as Staples going their third time around the lineup. So Owen Ziegler at first. Scores 7-0 Staples, bottom of the third. A 1-1 count for Mejia as Mejia deals. And that is a ball. So a 2-1 count for Mejia. With the man on first. Mejia paying no attention to him as JW tries to steal. Swing and a miss there. But JW easily steals second. So now a man on second for Staples. Excuse me, that was Owen Clark. It's Owen Ziegler that stole the base. So easily stolen by Owen Ziegler. Owen Ziegler at second base. JW up to bat. So a 2-2 count for JW. High ball. Looks, ooh, and just over the fence, foul. So Central tried to get that one, but not able to get it.
Ran right into the fence looking for it.
So a good effort there by Central.
Absolutely.
And still a 2-2 count. So Mejia, the 2-2 count. A man on second for Staples. Bottom of the third inning, 7-0 Staples. And J.W. Fitzgerald up to bat. One of Staples' fastest players. So Mejia, the pitch. Strike 3 for Mejia.
I mean, I really feel that sound that the ref just made. The it was just a very, as much as we love Staples, up 7-0, like we love Staples, but that was a pretty satisfying strikeout right there.
So 1 out at this bottom of the third inning. Mejia deals.
Got Adam Kane, movie fanatic right here. This guy has watched every single good movie that there is, and he gives great movie recommendations.
So the strike there from Mejia to the movie watcher, an 0-1 count. Ooh, a questionable swing there from Adam Kane. Bringing it to an 0-2 count. Now notable, Kane is a lefty, so something that definitely can throw off a pitcher. So Staples, the man on second. Mejia deals. Contact there. Stays in bounds right down the third base line. And safe is JW as he takes a huge round but looks to go to second base. Staples scores a run. So a twisted turn of events there. I'm at a loss for words there. JW hits kind of a little dribbler down the line. Is safe at first base, but Central doesn't respond. So the man at third goes home. Excuse me, the man at second is able to go from third to home, and JW takes a huge round and goes to second.
Well, Adam Kane right there took one of the widest, weirdest routes I've ever seen at second base, running about 10 feet deep into the outfield before turning around to run to second base.
So 1 out, this bottom of the third. Pitch, and that's high for Mejia. So a 1-0 count for Mejia. As he's pitching to number 17 for Staples, Kivanoy. A swing and a miss there from Staples, so a 1-1 count for Mejia. Staples has a man on second. That's Adam Kane at second. 1 out, bottom of the third. So Mejia looks to deal with the 1-1 count. Another swing and a miss. The second strike for Mejia.
Looks like a nice little swing from, I believe, it's Kevney. I might be wrong. I apologize if I'm wrong, but very good swing. Just hasn't been able to make contact.
So that one's high there from Mejia, bringing us to a 2-2 count with 1 out here, bottom of the third inning, 8-0 Staples. So Mejia with the 2-2 count deals. Ooh, swing and a miss there. A foul ball and caught by the catcher. So foul tip, fouls it up. Does Staples and Kevinoy, and that one's caught by the pitcher. So the second out there for Bridgeport Central.
At first, I thought it was coming right to us. Initially, it looked like it was.
Looked like it could have reached us, but obviously stayed relatively close as the catcher was able to make the play. So 2 outs for Central, the bottom of the third. The pitch here looks like a curveball, but wasn't able to get down in time. So a 1-0 count for Mejia. Again, Adam Kane on second for Staples. The pitch from Mejia, strike. Again, a changeup. Mejia's really been looking to that changeup today. So the changeup down the middle. Throws off the batter for Staples, and just like that, a 1-1 count. Mejia, the pitch. Hits the batter there.
Cutter Frost takes it like a man, like always.
And Frost will go to first. So runners at first and second base for Staples, as Mejia and Bridgeport Central have 2 outs as they look to close out the bottom of the third inning. Only 1 run allowed for Mejia and company this inning. Mejia, the pitch. That's outside. Oh, no, a strike.
Looked like a good pitch to me.
So Ty in agreement with the ump there. First strike at the batter for Mejia. So no 1 count for Mejia as Mejia looks to deal. That one foul tipped over the fence backwards.
That's going to hit a car.
Ooh, and rolls up a Mercedes there.
Jordan Shipman's future car right there. Gets a little bit damaged by a baseball.
So an 0-2 count now for Mejia. As Mejia looks to deal. That one low and outside. So a 1-2 count as Staples men on first and second base. Bottom of the third inning, 8-0 Staples. 2 outs here. As Mejia looks to close this inning out with 1 more strike. Mejia deals. Ooh, contact there. And that is foul.
That was pretty close to us, about 20 feet away.
So foul doesn't make it to the left of the first baseline. And again, Staples stays fighting with a 1-2 count.
Zach, here's a question. If they hit a foul ball to us, do we keep it? Do we give it back? Do we get it signed?
I'm saying we keep it, but I'm going to make that catch. Don't you worry. So Mejia deals. Contact again from Staples. Looks like a pop-up to the first baseman. Oh, an error there for Central as 1 runner home. And a man on first and third for Staples. So a big error there. The first baseman and second baseman almost collide, dropping the ball with an easy pop fly. And just like that, Staples scores another run. So
Central's biggest problem has to be their miscommunications. A couple of times we've seen them miscommunicating, 2 guys going for 1 ball. They haven't really made an error on a miscommunication until then, but that was a big error.
So Mejia with the pitch now. That goes foul. Batter number 1 for Staples. That's Chris Kennedy, also a pitcher.
He's throwing some fireballs when I called the game against Stanford last week. Oh, very talented athlete. West Coaster by blood.
So runners on first and third for Staples as Mejia with the pitch. That one's high, flying to center field. In between the center fielder and the right fielder. Staples gets a man on first, and a man advances to third. So Chris Kennedy, a great single there. Goes right between the center and right fielder. And just like that, Staples is able to extend this inning. So it's been 2 outs for a while now. But Mejia has not been able to get the job done. Runners on first and third. 2 outs here, bottom of the third inning. Mejia the pitch. A strike. So an 0-1 count for Mejia with 2 outs in this bottom of the third. Mejia the pitch. Looks to be a ball there, a little bit outside. So Chris Kennedy kind of feeling himself on first. Feeling good with an 8-0 lead for Staples. Excuse me, a 10-0 lead for Staples. Swing and a miss there for Staples for the second strike for Mejia.
Early from Matt Gervasio right there. And we'll see right here. Is he going to get hit by a pitch the third time this game?
What do you think? 1-2 count. Mejia
so.
deals a bomb there from Matt Gervasio, but that is foul. Oh, and the play made by the left fielder for Central. Way out of play. But the left fielder makes a great play there.
Play of the game right there. Play of the game.
So again, a fantastic play from the left fielder for Central. Able to track that one down, and just like that, not just like that, a long inning, but innings closed for Staples. So that concludes the third inning here at Staples Field. 10-0 is the score for Staples. And I think our scoreboard only goes up to 9. So the score looks to be 0-0 if you were just walking up. But
here it goes.
Don't be fooled.
Oh, they just lost a couple runs by the looks of it.
So Staples will keep in the same pitcher as last inning. That's Justin Holmes. As Staples just starting to take the field.
Number 12 in the outfield, J.J. Cass, playing some right field. Love to see it.
So what are you looking to do here if you're Staples? You got the commanding lead.
I'm Staples, throwing in all the sophomores, all the juniors, all the sophomores. There should not be a senior that plays for the rest of the game. There's really no point.
I might disagree. I would say you maybe put in some of the seniors that don't get as much playing time.
True.
It's
actually,
their last year.
You know what? You're right. I agree with you.
I mean, you definitely have to try and develop some of your younger guys, but you also want to give playing time to the guys who've been here for 4 years.
You're definitely right.
As Justin Holmes warming up.
Justin Holmes, so far, I feel like has been the best pitcher today.
And big announcement, Michael Brody coming on to first base for Staples.
What a kid, Michael Brody.
Bullpen.
Straight A student, honor student, multi-sport athlete. What college does not want this kid to attend their university?
Michael Brody, a big player on the Staples basketball team and now on the baseball team.
And
all
also,
around great guy.
Off the field, remarkable student and remarkable person. Great character from Michael Brody. He's just a guy that you want to spend time with.
Couldn't agree more. Michael Brody looks to get ready. And it looks like we will be underway with the top of the fourth inning momentarily.
Kukier at second, Kennedy at shortstop, and then
Holmes, the pitcher.
I believe Adam Kane at third base.
And don't forget Michael Brody first.
Of course.
So Holmes, the first pitch. Contact made there, right to the second baseman for Staples, and able to make the play to Michael Brody for the first out of the top of the fourth.
Nice little play by Ethan Kukier right there. Sophomore represent, Staples basketball represent.
So Kukier able to keep it in front of him there. bobbles it just a little bit, but controls it and gets it to the first baseman, Michael Brody. So 1 out for Staples. Justin Holmes, the pitch, low in the dirt there. A 1-0 count. So Justin Holmes.
Bugging right now.
Pitch again. That looks to be high, so the count 2-0 for Justin Holmes. Holmes, the pitch. Contact made there, but foul ball for Central. So a 2-1 count for Justin Holmes.
By the looks of it right now, I feel like we might get out of this game right before a big storm.
Yeah, clouds don't look pretty here. It's Justin Holmes, the pitch. Swing and a miss for Central. So the count 2-2 for Justin Holmes. Top of the 4th inning here. Staples 10, Central 0. And the ball hit there. Holmes able to get to it, though, and easily makes the play to Michael Brody.
I mean, that's what makes Michael Brody such a special baseball player. That length right there. I don't think anyone else on this Staples team has the size of Michael Brody. And let me tell you right now, if that's someone like maybe JW or a smaller player in that Staples team, that's not an out right there. That's an error. But Michael Brody, with the length, secures that ball, makes the out.
So the first pitch now for for Justin Holmes. A ball low outside. So 2 outs here at the top of the 4th. The 1-out count, 1-0 count for Holmes. Holmes, the pitch, swing and a miss. So a 1-1 count here for Justin Holmes. Holmes looks to pitch. That one's low. Another ball for Justin Holmes. So a 2-1 count with 2 outs here, the top of the 4th inning. Scored 10-0 Staples. Holmes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball there. Nice pitch from Justin Holmes. And just like that, he evens it up. Count 2-2. Holmes, the pitch. That one's high. Right at about neck level. Above the shoulders of that batter. Bring it to a full count. So 3-2 count. 2 outs for Holmes. Holmes, the pitch. Strike 3. And Staples runs into the dugout.
Clean inning by Justin Holmes right there. No bad. I think so far, no hitter from Justin Holmes.
I mean, you can't ask for much better there. It's pretty perfect. Pretty perfect inning. 3 quick outs.
And I do have to say, Justin Holmes has one of the most beautiful releases on that ball that I've ever seen in my entire life. And Ben Littman, by the looks of it, completely agrees with what I just said.
Ben Littman, a huge baseball fan. Loves his baseball. As Bridgeport Central looks to take the field for this bottom of the 4th. So Staples, the big lead here, 10-0.
Top of the 5th?
Bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th.
Close enough.
That's why I'm the color guy and you're the play-by-play.
And it looks like a pitching change for Bridgeport Central. Mejia will end his day. And Gonzalez for Bridgeport Central comes onto the mound. Gonzalez, number 11 for Central.
See if he can impress some people. In
And
the bottom of the 4th inning.
Good. Nice job, Ty.
He does look like he's throwing the ball pretty well right now.
Yeah, so again, a really small roster for Central, only 13 guys, but you got to respect them for making it work. As a breeze picks up here, this is Staples Field. It's certainly cold. Quick tip, if you're ever calling a game, make sure you bring warm clothes. It's not fun if you don't.
Yeah, this wind Definitely messing with my hairdo right now. I don't know about this. We're at the school. Don't want to see any cute chicks walking by.
So Central almost done warming up here. Looking to get the bottom of the fourth underway. And they'll give just a little more time for Gonzalez to warm up on the mound. And we'll be underway with the bottom of the fourth. So I wondered, do you think there will be a mercy rule? I mean, Staples up 10-0.
I believe there was
Think they'll
one
just let him play?
against Trumbull. I believe last game, Staples mercied Trumbull. But I do not believe... I'd assume that the mercy rule would be 10, and right now it's 10-0. So maybe they ended at 5. I don't know.
So we'll keep you updated on that one. See what happens here.
I mean, if there is a mercy, it'll probably happen after the bottom of the fourth right now. Because 5 seems like a number that it would end on. I like the number 5. I'll go with the number 5.
So the pitch here from Gonzalez. Fast pitch and the strike there to start out the inning.
A little bit of a change of pace from Bridgeport Central right now.
Yeah, definitely something that Staples will have to get used to. So an 0-1 count. Bottom of the fourth. Gonzalez the pitch. That's high. So a 1-1 count here for Central. 0 outs. The bottom of the fourth inning. As Gonzalez looks to deal. That one's low in the dirt. So 2-1 is the count for Gonzalez and Central. Gonzalez, the pitch. That one's low outside. So that brings it to a 3-1 count for Bridgeport Central. Gonzalez, the pitch, and that sails high. So the first batter for Gonzalez is a walk. Start off with a strike, looking strong, but wasn't able to get that one done.
I mean, Jaron Klein, sophomore, good eye,
Good batter.
good discipline right there. Getting to first base on the walk.
So a man on first for Staples in this bottom of the fourth. Gonzalez, the pitch. That one's in the dirt. So no steal there from Klein. And a 1-0 count for Gonzalez. So Klein takes a generous lead. Gonzalez, the pitch. And that's a ball. Another questionable call from the ump in my opinion, but a ball. So a 2-0 count for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the pitch. That one's low outside once again. So now a 3-0 count for Gonzalez. Trying not to walk his second batter in a row. Gonzalez taking his time on the mound. Trying to get himself together. Gonzalez winds up. The pitch. Contact made between the play made by the shortstop.
Ooh!
And a nice throw to the second baseman there to get the second base runner Jaron Klein out. So looked like it was going to go past the shortstop, but a nice play made there by Central. Able to flip it to the second baseman for the first out of the bottom of the fourth inning.
I mean, Central right there. Looking like a nationally ranked team with that beautiful play.
So now 1 out for Central. Gonzalez, the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Throws to first, but not even close. as that's number 3 for Staples. Owen Ziegler on first.
JJ Cass up to bat. Let's see if he can
So
hit a
Gonzalez
bomb.
looks to deal to JJ Cass. 1 man on first, bottom of the 4th, 1 out. That pitch is high for the ball. It's the count now. 2-0. The man on first, 1 out. Gonzalez deals. Swing and a miss there from Cass.
Very low pitch right there.
Yeah, another questionable swing there.
Caught JJ Cass lacking a little bit.
So a 2-1 count for Gonzalez. 1 out here. Gonzalez, the pitch. Contact made right to the shortstop. Oh, and an error there by the shortstop. So JJ Cass runs it out to first, and he's safe.
Nice little hit from Cass right there. Gotta love him, the heart and soul of this Staples team.
So probably should have been an out there for Bridgeport Central, but again, another error, not able to make the play. And just like that, runner on first and second for Staples.
My boy Adam Kane up to bat right now.
So 2 men on base, 1 out, bottom of the 4th as Staples leads 10-0. Gonzalez deals. That one's low. So a 1-0 count. Excuse me, that was called a strike. So an 0-1 count. Gonzalez deals. Ooh, and hard ball down the first base line, but that's foul.
That's the value that Adam Kane brings to this team right here. Although it was a foul ball, that was a pretty powerful hit. And you know that he is one of the most powerful hitters on this team. Any second, he can hit it out of the park.
So now an 0-2 count for Adam Kane. He'll have to fight back from this one. It's Gonzalez back on the mound. Looks to deal. That one's high. So a 1-2 count for Gonzalez. He has 1 out. The bottom of the 4th. Scored 10-0 Staples. So Gonzalez looks to deal with the 1-2 count. Gonzalez. Contact made there between the first and second baseman. An error by the second baseman there. And Staples now bases loaded.
Nice, powerful little grounder from Adam Kane. Even just for anyone, that was a pretty tough grounder to get. It was hit pretty fast and a little bit of a weird bounce at the end of it.
So another error there for Central. And now bases loaded for Staples. 1 out for Gonzalez, bottom of the 4th. Gonzalez deals, swing and a miss. That's Aiden Kivani for Staples. Sorry if I butchered that one. Gonzalez, the pitch. Low and in the dirt. So this is the second time Kivani has been up to bat with the bases loaded for Staples. And he'll look to do some more damage here. As Harold has the 1-1 count. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. 10-0 Staples. Gonzalez, the pitch. That's a high-flying foul ball, and that will not be caught. So, over the dugout, brings it to a 1-2 count for Gonzalez in Bridgeport Central. So again, the bases loaded here, a 1-2 count with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Staples up 10-0. And even if Staples gets an out here, they still have 1 more out to go on. Gonzalez, the pitch. That's high. Thrown to third base, but not much of an attempt there by Central. Third base runner safe. So Staples still, bases loaded. 1 out. the 1-2 count for Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the mound. Looks to deal. That one's in the dirt. Ooh, and it looks like a batter's hit there. So Staples will take a base, and that is another run scored. So now 11-0 Staples with 1 out, the bottom of the 4th, and the bases loaded.
Max Jawson, freshman up to bat right now on our JV basketball team.
So Jawson, a strong athlete, tall, strong, good guy. That one's in the dirt for a 1-0 count.
Jawson might not be a basketball player, true baseball player at heart, but during our season, he did have some clutch moments. And I'll tell you this about Max Jawson, he does have ice in his veins when it matters.
Jawson able to hit down some clutch jumpers even as a center. So Gonzalez deals to Jawson. Jawson, a bomb! Out to center field. And that's caught by a center fielder. So an absolute bomb there from Jawson. Oh, and the third baseman tags up and is able to get home. So a sac fly there from Max Jawson. Great contact. Brings a man home. And now the score 12-0 Staples. So, as we said, Jawson definitely strong. Able to get that one.
Absolutely. Max Jawson, also an unselfish guy, hitting that sacrifice fly, sacrificing himself for his teammate. That's just the type of stuff that you see on the daily basis from Max Jawson, a special kid.
So, 2 outs here. First pitch from Gonzalez, that's high. So a 1-0 count. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs, a 1-0 count for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the pitch. Contact made right down the third base line. That's fair. Runners on first, second, and third. 1 runner home. And just like that, another run scored for Staples. So a single there for number 9 on Staples, Sean Clark.
That's actually Michael Brody.
Michael Brody?
Yeah.
Wow. Brody. So a good hit there from Brody right down the third base line. Brings a runner home, a nice single, and gets another man to third.
Michael Brody with the RBIs. You know, that's what he's all about.
Michael Brody getting that work in. So Gonzalez, the pitch. That one's high. Ball 1. So the bottom of the 4th inning here. Score 13-0 Staples. Staples has man on first and a man on third with 2 outs here. So Gonzalez will try and close this one out. It's Gonzalez with the pitch. Swing and a miss there for number 1, Chris Kennedy.
Chris Kennedy, as we talked about before, a valid pitcher. I called the Stanford game and he was throwing heat. Great pitcher, born in the West Coast. Very cool guy.
So the 1-1 count now for Gonzalez. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Gonzalez, the pitch. And that's a ball. Looks to be low, a little bit outside. So 2-1 is the count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning, 13-0 Staples. Man on first and third. Gonzalez, the pitch. High flying ball. Michael Brody easily steals second. An incredible steal from Michael Brody.
Did you know Michael Brody could run that fast? He surprises me every single day.
Speed demon. So not only a basketball player, a baseball player, a scholar athlete, he also steals bases. Added to the list.
What can he do?
So a 3-1 count now for Gonzalez. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Man on second and third. Gonzalez, the pitch. Ooh, a strike there.
Humbled Chris Kennedy a little
Chris
bit.
Kennedy was ready to walk over to first, but made that one at the last minute. So a full count now for Gonzalez. With Chris Kennedy at the plate. Men on second and third. 2 outs. Gonzalez deals. Swing and a miss for Kennedy.
And Kennedy, a couple of seconds ago, thought he was going to first. And Look
wasn't
at that.
able to get the job done.
There goes the inning.
So a man on second and first there for Staples, but they were not able to convert that. Either way, 3 runs scored there, so a respectable effort there from Staples. The score now 13-0 Staples. And it looks like this one will probably remain a not very well contested game.
Despite the score, Zach, I will admit I've had a lot of fun watching this game today, seeing some different looks from Staples as a new pitcher, number 20, Quinn Jumper, takes the mound.
So Quinn Jumper, a senior for Staples. As we said earlier, looking to get some seniors action, and Chris Jumper looks to have a wild fastball. Wow.
Looks like he throws sidearm. Does he? Oh, let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, or I don't know. A little bit.
It's tough to tell from our angle up in the
I
box
don't
here.
play, like, I kind of feel like everyone throws sidearm a little bit.
New baseball take from Ty Levine there. You can get more questionable baseball information from Ty anytime you want.
I definitely throw sidearm. Like, Adam Kane, that was sidearm on third base. Number 30, Ethan Kukier. That's solidly not sidearm. Shortstop, Chris Kennedy. That's not sidearm. But look, let's see. Adam Kane, look. You're going to see a sidearm throw right here. Oh, see?
No, maybe.
A little bit questionable. A little bit sidearm.
You could start your own business. If anyone wants their throw analyzed,
Yeah.
come to Ty.
I'll give him.
He might
I'll
give
give
it to
him a
you, he might
percentage.
not.
That was sidearm from Chris Kennedy right there.
His Quinn Jumper almost done warming up, and we'll look to get the top of the 5th inning underway in a bit.
Zach, like I know that throwing sidearm isn't the best for your arm, but throwing sidearm gives you plus 100,000% swag. You need to admit. You gotta admit.
If you can pull off the sidearm, it can be kind of clean.
Kinda. If I'm playing, like, next year when Coach McFarland recruits me to start for varsity, I'm gonna be throwing sidearm. So look out for that.
What position are you going to be playing? Just curious.
Anything. I'm flexible. You can put me in anywhere and I'll perform at a high level.
So Jumper, the first pitch of the inning. Wow. Fastball there.
That had
Looks
to
to
be
be
125 miles an hour by the looks of it.
Probably the fastest ball we've seen all day from either side. But that's a ball. One high, a little bit inside, so a 1-0 count for Jumper. Is Jumper the pitch? Another ball. So a 2-0 count real quick for Jumper. Jumper comes out throwing heat, but off target thus far. As Jumper, third pitch. Oh, and a strike there. A little bit low, but ump gives it to him.
A little bit sidearm as well.
So a 2-1 count for Quinn Jumper at this top of the 5th inning. 13-0 Staples. Jumper. A fastball there, swing and a miss from Central, and just like that, a 2-2 count. So Jumper, 2-2 count. The pitch, that one's high. Catcher misses it. Now a full count for Quinn Jumper.
If I'm number 7 right now, Mejia, I am terrified. That's the main reason that I stopped playing baseball. In all honesty, aside from the jokes, the reason I play rugby, I play contact sport, but it scares me getting thrown at.
And a swing and a miss there from Mejia, and Quinn Jumper able to get the job done.
I don't blame Mejia. I'd actually be so scared of getting hit by Jumper. He's throwing at least 80 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, Jumper throwing gas here. And 1 out for Staples. 1 batter, 1 out. Jumper, the pitch. A righty now, up to bat for Central, and that's a strike. So an 0-1 count for Quinn Jumper. 1 out here, at the top of the 5th. Jumper, the pitch. Oh! Hits the Central batter, and that's gotta hurt.
I just mentioned it. That was not a fastball, though, but still, that is definitely hurts.
Yeah.
Especially where he got hit on, like, the hand. That definitely stinks. number 16 from Central, a tough guy.
So a man on first now for Bridgeport Central. As a light rain starts to kick in. One
Michael
out.
Brody pointing to the clouds, letting everyone know that it's about to pour.
So jumper, the pitch, that one's high. Ball one for Quinn Jumper. As you hear the wind picking up too, looks like we're gonna have quite a storm coming in. Jumper, the pitch, wow, straight down the middle and a fastball there. Bring it to a 1-1 count. This top of the fifth.
It's like they pulled Quinn Jumper out of the MLB.
So jumper, the pitch.
Oh,
I don't know what
oh
that
my-
was. Questionable swing from Bridgeport Central, and
that was just a frustration swing right there.
a 1-2 count now for jumper. Jumper again.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't love that.
So not sure what that was from Bridgeport Central. Kind of looked like a
Just wanting to get out of that at bat.
yeah, not really much effort in those swings, but the second out of the inning for Quinn Jumper. So jumper, the pitch. That one's high. And Central steals a base. Staples trying to throw. That's out of control.
Oh, I thought he was about to go to third.
So a base stolen for number 16 on Bridgeport Central. Bad throw from the catcher there to the second baseman. Not controlled, so an error for Staples. And now a man on second for Bridgeport Central. So top of the fifth, count is 2-0. 2 outs here. Jumper, the pitch. Swing and a miss there from Central. So a 2-1 count for Quinn Jumper. Still throwing absolute gas. Jumper, the pitch. And a swing and a miss there. So, oh! I guess not. I don't know. That seems to be a ball. Sure looked like a swing, but I guess not. So a 3-1 count now. Excuse me, now a 3-2 count. That was a strike. A 3-2 count for Quinn Jumper. A full count now with 2 outs. Jumper, the pitch. And that's a strike. So Staples will come back to the dugout as Jumper was able to get that done with the full count. And just like that, another scoreless inning for Central.
You do have to respect 2 groups of people. The first group is the Bridgeport Central team. They're coming out. They're not really giving up, except for number 17, a little bit of a...
And it looks like that will conclude the game. So, looks like Staples wins by way of mercy there. The final score, 13-0 for Staples. And just like that, that's the game.
Great game.
So,
I mean,
interesting ending there. Not entirely sure why we stopped there, but I believe the mercy rule. And that concludes the game for us here at Staples Field.
I did have a great time, Zach, watching this game.
And Bridgeport Central takes their sprint to thank the fans. And that concludes our day here at the Staples Field. Thank you for listening to WWPT. An interesting ending there, but now we're concluded. So thank you for joining us at WWPT in collaboration with Chris O'Shea Productions. Thank you, Chris. Always great. Gave me a jacket today, so really appreciate that one. And that'll do it for us. Joined with Ty Levine, I'm Zach Brody. See you next time. Thanks.